Nice! Do you know Robert Boyle?
What? Who's that? Is he from grade 10? What section?
No! Have you not seen on Kitty? He's trending kaya. Look it up.
Really? Send us the link.
For this experiment, we need marshmallow and syringe. But be careful, before you do the experiment, make sure to remove the needle of the syringe.
In this experiment, maglalagay tayo ng marshmallow inside the syringe. After that, mag-a-apply tayo ng pressure by pushing the candle habang tinatakpan yung butas sa dulo. What did we notice? We can see that the size of the marshmallow becomes smaller as the pressure increases.
Why does this happen? Boyle's law states that the pressure of gas is inversely proportional to its volume as long as the temperature and moles remain constant. Ibig sabihin kapag tumataas ang pressure, lumiliit yung size ng volume and vice versa.
This experiment proves Boyle's law. As you see, the marshmallow shrinks. As you see, the marshmallow shrinks, indicating that the occupied space by the gas decreases as we apply pressure to it. This setup demonstrates the inverse relationship between pressure and volume. It shows how pressure affects the volume size of a gas. Yuck, sorry!
Breathing, air pumping, and air spraying. Those are the things that Boyle's law can explain. But what is Boyle's law? This is Robert Boyle. Robert Boyle was an Irish chemist and philosophist.
After performing an experiment, he found out that as the pressure is increased, the volume decreases. He finally concluded that the volume of a fixed amount of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure at constant temperature.
This can explain by an experiment with a syringe and a marshmallow.
So, let's start this experiment with this syringe and long marshmallow. To begin, insert marshmallow into the syringe, then place your thumb over the syringe tip just above the needle. Pull the plunger out while keeping your thumb in place, and let's see what happens to the marshmallow.
As you can see in our experiment, applying high pressure lowers the volume and causes the marshmallow in the syringe to shrink. Yet, when the low pressure is applied, the volume of the marshmallow increases and expands.
Wow! It is really amazing on how can a simple syringe and a marshmallow can show us on how the Boyle's law works. I hope you understand and learn something. And always remember, whenever the pressure is always going down, the volume will go high and vice versa. Thank you for watching.
What is Boyle's law? Boyle's law? A law stating that the pressure of a given mass of an ideal gas is inversely proportional to its volume at a constant temperature and number of moles in the gas. So, the things that we are needed are, first is syringe, and then the next will be marshmallow. Any marshmallow will do. Basta magkakasya siya dun sa syringe. Yan, tumitipay. Yan. Tapos ang next naman ay, syempre, kailangan natin tanggalin yung syringe na kanyang lagayan. Yan, tulad ng ginawa ko. Tapos itatabi natin yung karayom kasi masakit yan. Hindi natutok pa. Ouch. Yan. Tapos kukuha na tayo ngayon ng marshmallow. Yan. Ang napili ko dito ay color pink. Tapos, pipilit natin siyang ipasok dun sa may syringe. Siyempre, kailangan mo natin tanggalin yung upper part ng syringe. Yan. Tapos, pilit natin ipapasok yan. Ipilit. Ipilit ng ipilit. Ipilit. Yan. Diba pumasok? Ganyan ang tricks. Yan. Next naman ay, itatry naman natin siyang i-push o dagdagan ng pressure. Ayan, kung makikita nyo, lumiliit yung marshmallow kapag nadadagdagan ng pressure. Dahil yan sa Boyle's Law. Ayan.
Wow!
Diba, lumiliit siya kapag nadadagdagan yung pressure at kapag natatanggalan naman ay lumalaki ulit.
This experiment is an example of Boyle's Law. As we can see sa experiment in the mannequin, as the plunger is pushed, the volume of the syringe decreases, causing the air inside to become more compressed. This shows the relationship between pressure and volume. The moment he applied pressure, the marshmallow shrank. Nangyayari ito dahil kapag tumataas ang pressure, bumababa ang volume. Therefore, this experiment concludes that the relationship between pressure and volume is inversely proportional. Ito naman tayo sa additional informations about sa Boyle's Law. Boyle's Law was named after the Irish scientist Robert Boyle. His work laid the foundation for the understanding of gas behaviors and the development of modern gas law. Boyle's Law is also expressed mathematically as P1 times V1 is equals to P2 times V2. P1 and V1 are the initial and final pressure of the gas, while V1 and V2 are the initial and final volume of the gas. So that's all. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone! We are Group Del from Rizal, and I am Pearl.
I am Dr. Marnello.
I am Marcela Lamar. And today, we are here to demonstrate the application of Boyle's Law using the syringe and marshmallow. If we look closer, notice how the marshmallow are getting smaller as the volume of the syringe by pushing the plunger into them due to the increased pressure inside the syringe. And when we pull the plunger back, we can see that the marshmallow gets bigger every time we pull the plunger. This is because the pressure decreases as the volume increases, causing the marshmallow to get bigger. This experiment illustrates Boyle's law. As the volume of a gas changes, the pressure exerted by the gas changes inversely. This experiment is a conduct of Boyle's law. But really, what is it?
Now, what is Boyle's law? Boyle's law is a law that states that at constant temperature, the pressure and the volume are both inversely proportional to each other. Its formula is the initial volume multiplied by the initial pressure, which is then equal to the final volume multiplied by the final pressure. How would you discover this? It was discovered by Robert Boyle in 1660. He was an Anglo-Irish philosopher and alchemist and an inventor. He was also considered as one of the greatest modern chemists.
In this experiment, put in a syringe and marshmallows. Take note and make sure to remove the needle to avoid being hurt. Yes, you heard it right. Being hurt is preventive. So, be careful. First, you need to remove the plunger. Then, put the marshmallow inside. Return the plunger, then slowly push it all the way in. This causes the marshmallow to shrink, decreasing the volume inside the syringe. This increase in pressure compresses the air inside, causing the marshmallow to be tightly pressed against the opening of the syringe. Then, when you pull it back, the marshmallow expands, increasing the volume inside the syringe. This decrease in pressure causes the air trapped in the syringe to expand, pushing the marshmallow outward. This experiment demonstrates the concept behind Boyle's law.
But what is Boyle's law?
Boyle's law is a numerical gas law that explains the relationship between pressure and volume. Boyle's law states that pressure and volume have an inverse relationship with the constant temperature and the volume. The volume increase, then the pressure must decrease. The pressure increase, then the volume must also decrease. This can be seen in our experiment. If we look closely, then we can see that the marshmallow shrinks as we put pressure inside the tube. Why does this happen? This is because the gas particles in the marshmallow compresses, making the volume increase.
Yun lang, babush!
Good morning, everyone, and we are Row 15.
And I am Boyle.
I am temperature.
And I am pressure.
Bago natin simulan ang experiment, kailangan natin ng materials at ito ang syringe at ang marshmallow. Para magawa ang experiment ito, ay kailangan natin ipasok yung marshmallow dito sa syringe. Then, ipapasok natin sa syringe.
What will happen if you are going to apply pressure to the marshmallow?
The experiment shows that when you apply pressure on an object, the volume will decrease. Meanwhile, when you release the pressure, the volume will increase.
That is Boyle's law is a gas law that states that a gas pressure and volume are inversely proportional. It's stated by Robert Boyle.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
this experiment effective, we need two materials. The first one is the syringe, and the second one is the marshmallows.
Una, tatanggalin mo to syempre para mapasok mo yung marshmallow. Lalagyan mo. Di ba siya marshmallow natin mo?
Siksik mo.
Pag nandito na yung marshmallow, no, itulak mo muna siya ng ito po yung itsura ng marshmallow natin kapag wala pa siyang pressure. So malaki pa yung space na na-occupy niya. Ngayon, subukan natin mag-apply ng pressure. Itatakpan niya ng daliri niya yung dulo ng injection. So lagyan na natin ha. Yan. Share natin. Pansinin niyo yung marshmallow, anong mangyayari? Nag-shrink yung marshmallow. Ayan, nagiging maliit.
This occurs because the marshmallow's internal air is squeezed when air is pumped in, increasing the pressure on molecules. The marshmallows could shrink as the air bursts back in, or they might expand up if you pull it out. Boyle's law's mechanism is explained by this experiment. It demonstrates that the volume will be low at high pressure, the point at which we pump pressure into the marshmallow with the syringe, because both of the variables in this rule are inversely proportional at constant temperature and number of moles of gas.
Hello guys, for today's video, we're going to know the relationship between volume and pressure in a constant temperature and number of mole with today's experiment. We are going to use these materials. Let's proceed on our experiment.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Ilgana Danica Santos from Group 5 and from G10-RIZAL. Today I will going to demonstrate the Boyle's law through this experiment using the syringe and this marshmallow. So let's start.
First, we're going to put the marshmallow inside the syringe. We're going to follow up the plunger inside. As you can see in the video, when we push the plunger inside, the size of marshmallow decreases, and when we pull the plunger inside, the marshmallow expands. With this experiment, we can conclude that when we apply high pressure, the volume decreases, and when we apply low pressure, the volume increases. The relationship of volume and pressure is inversely proportional. This is Robert Boyle. No, not this one. This is the real Robert Boyle. He is the person behind the idea of Boyle's law. He says that the pressure is inversely proportional to volume while having a constant temperature and number of moles of gas.
Perform an experiment wherein the drop a fixed amount of air in the J tube. He changed the pressure and controlled the temperature, and then he observed its effect to the volume of the air inside the J tube.
Before we begin the experiment, let's prepare first the following materials that we'll be needing. So, we'll only need two. First, a marshmallow and a syringe.
Also, we need to remove any needle in the bladder. We need to put the mammals inside the syringe. We need to observe
pressure.
As you can observe in the video, when the plunger is being pushed inside the barrel, the pressure is high because a force is applied. And this plunger compresses into the marshmallow, that's why the marshmallow is getting smaller. On the contrary, when the plunger is being pulled out of the barrel, the pressure is low and the marshmallow can regain its original form, so we can say that it gets bigger. This experiment can be explained by a popular law, which is the Boyle's law. Boyle's law was discovered by Robert Boyle in 1662. This law states that the pressure is inversely proportional to volume while having constant temperature and mole, which means that when the pressure is low, the volume is high and vice versa. So the following variables included in this law are as follows. First, pressure. Pressure is when a force is exerted upon an object or substance. Second, volume. Volume is the amount of space an object or substance occupies. Third, temperature, which is the measure of hotness and coldness. Fourth is the mole, which is the base unit of pure substance and can be defined as 6.02 times 10 raised to 23, or the Avogadro's number. Boyle's law has a formula of P1V1 equals P2V2, wherein P1 is the initial pressure, V1 is the initial volume, P2 is the final pressure, and V2 is the final volume.
My name is Temperature.
Hi, my name is Pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure.
Hi, my name is Volume. Volume, volume, volume.
Hey everyone, this is our geoblock experiment. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Boyle's law.
That's right. The Boyle's law describes how the pressure and the volume of a gas are inversely proportional when the temperature is remained constant.
And to demonstrate this law in action, we're using something unexpected, a syringe and a marshmallow.
Alright, let's get started. First, we'll load a marshmallow into the syringe. Now, as we push the plunger, we're decreasing the volume of the syringe.
And as the volume decreases, according to Boyle's law, the pressure inside the syringe increases.
Exactly. Now watch what will happen when we pull the plunger back out. As the volume increases, the pressure inside the syringe decreases, again following the Boyle's law.
So what does it mean? Well, Boyle's law helps us understand how gases behave under the different conditions. And in practical terms, it is used in various fields, from scuba diving to industrial processes.
Understanding Boyle's law allow us to predict how changes in pressure and volume will affect gas behavior, which is pretty cool.
And that's a wrap for today's vlog experiment. Thanks for joining us as we explored Boyle's law with the marshmallow and the syringe.
Ano ba? Go! Alright, let's get started. First, we will
swimming in very deep oceans? Hi, my name is Captain Claire S. Bayanon, together with Mary J. Conde and Andreas Piniaga. We will explain to you what is Boyle's law.
To begin, here's an easy experiment that will guide you in understanding this law. You will only need two things, a syringe and a marshmallow. The first step is to remove the needle part of the syringe. In this case, we already have it removed. After that, put the marshmallow inside the syringe and make sure it's at the bottom. Once you're done, put the plunger back inside the syringe and carefully push it, leaving a small space between the plunger and the marshmallow. To let the magic happen, cover the end part of the syringe and slowly pull the plunger.
As you pull the plunger, observe what happened to the marshmallow. The marshmallow gets bigger. This is because the pressure within the syringe decreases. On the other hand, pushing the plunger causes the marshmallow to shrink, since there is an increase in the syringe pressure. Boyle's law is the gas law that states that pressure is inversely proportional to volume while having constant temperature and number of moles.
This concept can also be applied when scuba diving, since the pressure will increase as you dive, causing the oxygen stance volume of air to decrease.
Good day to everyone, especially Sir Darren. Ngayong video na ito ay magpupunta kami ng isang simple experiment na mag-explain sa concept ni Robert Boyle, which is ang Boyle's law. So, let's start.
analogy, decreasing the volume of the syringe represents the decreasing the volume of the gas. The marshmallows represent the gas particles. Increasing the pressure inside the syringe represents the increase in pressure of the gas.
So, just as squeezing the syringe increases the pressure exerted by the marshmallow, decreasing the volume of a gas increases its pressure, as described by Boyle's law. Conversely, increasing the volume of the syringe decreases the pressure exerted by the marshmallow, illustrating the inverse relationship between pressure and volume as described by Boyle's law.
Discuss an amazing scientific principle, also known as the Boyle's law, an essential concept in physics and chemistry. Let's shift our attention to the brilliant mind behind this law, Robert Boyle. He was educated in England and was among notable 17th century scientists. How does this law, the Boyle's law, really works? This law highlights the relationship between volume and pressure at a constant temperature and number of moles. Sa madaling salita, kapag tataas ang pressure, bababa ang volume at kung bababa naman ang pressure, tataas ang volume. So, paano ito
The scientific explanation about Boyle's law. First, let's have a short recap of what Boyle's law is all about. Boyle's law reveals the relationship between pressure and volume. This was because the pressure increases, the volume will decrease, and vice versa. Now, let's get ready for the experiment that will bring Boyle's law to life right before our eyes. These are the materials that we will need. We will not need the needle from the syringe, so remove it carefully and after dispose it properly. Put the marshmallow inside the syringe. In this experiment, the air inside the syringe represents a gas. As you push down the plunger of the syringe, you decrease the volume of the air trapped inside. According to Boyle's law, when the volume decreases, the pressure of the gas increases. As the pressure inside the syringe increases, the air trapped within the marshmallow gets compressed. The compressed air particles push against the marshmallow from all sides, causing it to shrink inside. So, by reducing the volume of the syringe and increasing the pressure inside, we observe the marshmallow becoming smaller.
And just like that, we have landed at the end of our vlog into the amazing concept of Boyle's law. With that, we like to see the one of physics and chemistry's basic principle.
Calling the police! Hello? Yes, this video right here. Jail time.
For the plastics.
13 royalty.
That one there, that's Karen Smith. She is one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. That little one, that's Gretchen Wieners. Gretchen Wieners knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone. Bull takes a human form in Regina George. I'll be fooled, because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing hoe bag, but in reality, she is so much more than that.
Hello guys! So for this experiment, we will need this syringe and a piece of marshmallow.
let's open it. So first, let's pull this out and put the marshmallow into the syringe. And let's push it in using our finger or something that is thinner, like this to put back the lid. So before pushing it, let's remove this middle first and then cover the end with our finger. Now let's see what will happen to the marshmallow. Let's see it in a different angle. Now, what might be the concept as to why this happens?
Let's observe this experiment. As the plunger cooled, the marshmallow increases in size, which shows that when the pressure applied decreases, the volume gas inside the syringe increases. And when the plunger is pushed, the marshmallow shrink in. It is because as the pressure increases, the volume decreases. This experiment shows Boyle's law, the law that describes the behavior of gases. According to Boyle's law, volume and pressure is inversely proportional. As the pressure increases, the volume decreases, and vice versa.
Go now.
Hey you! Do you wanna see an interesting trick? Let me show you what I can do with this marshmallow.
Hindi ako natutuwa, hindi ako makitrip sa inyo. Tigilan yung mga kabatusan na message ha. Nakausapin ko mga parents nyo.
A few moments later.
As you can see in the video, mas makikita natin sa experiment yung Boyle's law. Before the experiment,
Yung pressure mataas, then yung volume mababa.
so inversely proportional siya, and after that,
As we observe, the marshmallow has expanded and also shrinks. Boyle's law states that the relationship of pressure and volume are inversely proportional.
while the molecules and temperature remains constant.
Hi guys!
Have you ever wondered what will happen to a marshmallow when the pressure is applied? Well, let's find out using Boyle's law.
What are the materials needed for us to relate and understand this law. We only need a syringe and a marshmallow.
Pushing the syringe plunger in causes the pressure to increase and the volume to decrease, causing the marshmallow to compress or shrink, as seen in the video.
On the other hand, pulling the syringe causes the pressure to decrease and the volume to increase, causing the marshmallow to expand or grow big.
To sum it up, the syringe and marshmallow illustrates Boyle's law, where it emphasizes and showcases the inversely proportional relationship and correlation between the pressure and the volume. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Hi, good day. I am the resident from G10-RIZAL, Group 3. So today, we're gonna conduct an experiment called Boyle's Law. The materials that we are gonna use are syringe and marshmallow. So as we can see in our experiment, that as we put pressure on the syringe, the marshmallows will get smaller and smaller. And when we reduce the pressure, the marshmallow will go back to its original size. So when the pressure is low, the volume is high and vice versa. So therefore, Boyle's law states that the pressure is inversely proportional to the volume while the temperature is constant. That concludes our experiment. So I hope you learned something in our video. Thank you for watching. And see you on our next experiment. Bye!
Hi guys! Have you ever wondered what will happen to a marshmallow when the pressure is applied? Well, let's find out using Boyle's law.
What are the materials needed for us to relate and understand this law? We only need a syringe and a marshmallow.
Pushing the syringe plunger in causes the pressure to increase and the volume to decrease, causing the marshmallow to compress or shrink, as seen in the video.
On the other hand, pulling the syringe causes the pressure to decrease and the volume to increase, causing the marshmallow to expand or grow big.
To sum it up, the syringe and marshmallow illustrates Boyle's law, where it emphasizes and showcases the inversely proportional relationship and correlation between the pressure and the volume. Bye. Bye. Bye.
And I am pressure. Bago natin simulan ang experiment, kailangan ng materials at ito ang syringe at ang marshmallow. Para magawa ang experiment, yung marshmallow dito sa syringe. Ipapasok natin sa syringe. What will happen if you are going to apply pressure to the marshmallow?
The experiment shows that when you apply pressure on an object, the volume will decrease. Meanwhile, when you release the pressure, the volume will increase.
That is, Boyle's law is a gas law that states that a gas pressure and volume are inversely proportional. It's stated by Robert Boyle. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Hello guys! For today's video, we're going to know the relationship between volume and pressure in a constant temperature and number of mole with today's experiment. So let's go!
Let's proceed on our experiment.
Good afternoon everyone, I'm Olanan Danica Santos from Group 5 and from G10-RIZAL. Today I will going to demonstrate the Boyle's law through this experiment using the syringe and this marshmallow. So let's start.
First, we're going to put the marshmallow inside the syringe. We're going to follow up the plunger inside. As you can see in the video, when we push the plunger inside, the size of marshmallow decreases, and when we pull the plunger inside, the marshmallow expands. With this experiment, we can conclude that when we apply high pressure, the volume decreases, and when we apply low pressure, the volume increases. The relationship of volume and pressure is inversely proportional.
This is Robert Boyle, known as this man. This is a real Robert Boyle. He is the person behind the idea of Boyle's law to say that the pressure is inversely proportional to volume while having a constant temperature and a number of mole of gas.
Form an experiment wherein the trap a fixed amount of air in the J-tube. He changed the pressure and controlled the temperature, and then he observed its effect to the volume of the air inside the J-tube.
Calling the police! Hello? Yes, this video right here. Jail time.
Where are the plastics?
13 royalty.
That one there, that's Karen Smith. She is one of the dumbest girls you will ever meet. That little one, that's Gretchen Wieners. Wieners knows everybody's business. She knows everything about everyone. Bull takes a human form in Regina George. Don't be fooled, because she may seem like your typical selfish, backstabbing hoe bag, but in reality, she is so much more than that.
Hello guys, so for this experiment we will need this syringe and a piece of marshmallow. Let's open it. So first let's pull this out and put the marshmallow into the syringe. And let's push it in using our finger or something that is thinner like the plastic. Put back the lid. So before pushing it, let's remove this needle first and then cover the end with our finger. Now let's see what will happen to the marshmallow. Let's see it in a different angle. Now what might be the concept as to why this happens?
Let's observe this experiment. As a plunger cooled, the marshmallow increases its size. It shows that when the pressure applied decreases, the volume gas inside the syringe increases. And when the plunger is pushed, the marshmallow shrink in. It is because as the pressure increases, the volume decreases. This experiment shows Boyle's law, the law that describes the behavior of gases. According to Boyle's law, volume and pressure is inversely proportional. As the pressure increases, the volume decreases, and vice versa.
And today we are here to demonstrate the application of Boyle's law using the series and marshmallow. Causing the marshmallow to get bigger. This experiment illustrates Boyle's law. As the volume of a gas increases, the pressure exerted by the gas increases inversely. This experiment is a conduct of Boyle's law. But really, what is it?
Now what is Boyle's law? Boyle's law is a law that states that at constant temperature, the pressure and the volume are both inversely proportional to each other. Its formula is the initial volume multiplied by the initial pressure, which is then equal to the final volume multiplied by the final pressure. How would it work? It was discovered by Boyle in 1666. He was an alchemist and an inventor. He was also considered as one of the greatest modern chemists.